And we're out in the little boat, and there's four children. I was 2, and then there was a 6, a 7, and an 8. And the 8-year-old fell out of the boat, and nobody saw. He just fell out the back, nobody noticed. Everybody else was busy doing what they're doing. And then when he's 100 meters away, my mother heard, "Help!" And it started, and she, Barry has fallen out of the boat. And a man who was closer than we were in his boat jumped in, caught Barry, brought him back, saved his life, brought him to us. All was good, and all was good. And I don't know if that relates to the reason that I was absolutely petrified of water as a kid. Petrified. Knew I would die. But I think it had something to do with that experience. That's what I think anyway. It's self-indulgent. And when I was 4, if my father took our little 5-meter boat, right, not much bigger than this, and he parked on the beach of an island or something in the river, and he parked, and there was this much water off the bow of the boat to here, and now we have sand. I mean, I can stand on this and step to the beach. No way, no way. I might touch water. Carry me out of the boat, Daddy. I remember that. At 6, my parents sent me to a camp, a day camp, summer day camp, 39 days. An Olympic swimmer started a day camp where you teach boys and girls how to swim. That's the main thing. Swimming lesson every day. Free swim every afternoon. Sometimes beach in the late morning, if it's hot enough. The conditions were good. Sports all day, every day, like Monday bowling, Tuesday golf, Wednesday archery, Thursday baseball, Friday football, start the whole thing again. But every day swim. And he developed by himself a system for teaching swimming, which eventually got used by American Red Cross and is now being taught something like it in Europe, all European schools of swimming, or any place they teach swimming. And they're using something like his method where they have like 6 skills you must show, and then 6 more skills, and then 6 more skills, and it's 20 levels up to the top, and they break it down to, okay. And at 6 years old, there was no way in the world was I going in that water. No way in the world. And the coach had us, I think there was 4 boys, there might have been 5 boys, that we classified ourselves as non-swimmers. And he had us stand, boom, 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 on the side of the pool. And I was 3rd or 4th in line. And the coach stood in water that I could see was only this deep. I could stand in this water. I knew, but there's no way I'm going in that water. No way would I. Right? And he took the first boy, and he grabbed him by under the arms or something, little boy, and just grabbed him, and he went, and he swung his feet in the water and put him up here on the pool edge. And I'm watching, and the little boy did not die.
Wow.
Surprised the heck out of me. And then the second little boy did not die, and the third little boy did not die. And now it's my turn, and I'm going, I have to let him do this. I can't run. There's nowhere to run. I would have run, but he took me and he put me there, and I did not die. It amazed me. I did not die. After that, we did sports every day, and I stayed at that camp until I was 21 years old. every year, first until I was 13, and then by 13 I'm working at this camp and I'm teaching sport every single day. It was just spectacular sports. And it never, so I've always had a finger in sport. In high school I did sport and captained some of my teams, woohoo! And then I did sports in college and I coached the springboard diving team while I went to college because they had such a crappy springboard diving team because the swimming coach didn't want anything to do with springboard diving. And I showed up and said, I could coach springboard diving. And she goes, oh, we need a coach, you can be it. I didn't show one qualification. She just, you're the coach. And coached the team to its first ever winning season. And then did coaching a bunch of trampoline teams and all sorts of coaching, right? And I've always had a finger in sports. Somehow, miraculously, athletes keep finding me. I do not advertise at all. And somehow I pick up the phone and there's an athlete. And then I open an email and there's an athlete. I don't know where the people say, how do you get your clients? I have no clue. Maybe you'll tell an athlete. But I never know, really. And in all this time, and now I'm out in private practice, I'm running a retreat center. People are coming from all over the world to come stay at my retreat center because they've tried everything else. But they still want to get well. But they've tried everything. They still want to get well. Okay. And then one day, I'm working with a marathon runner, I'm working with a weightlifter, I'm working with sprinters, I'm working with swimmers, I'm working with ultra swimmers, I'm working with sprinters, Olympic sprinters, I'm working with professional tennis players. Somehow athletes just, and then one day I go, we're doing the same thing. I'm teaching these sick people how to recover. I'm teaching the athletes how to recover. I know how to train a lot of different kinds of athletes, but I don't generally do that for a living. They have coaches already. I don't want to step on the coach's toes. Are you an athlete of some kind or another? Do you do sport?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Not an athlete. Okay, sorry. If you were in America, would you be an athlete? Yes. Okay. Isn't that a good feeling? Yeah. Everybody could be an athlete in the States. All you have to do is don't look fat. Or be fat and say, I shot put. Yes, I throw the hammer. I'm huge. When I realized this connection of recovery, I now must ask you a question because it is a little bit workshop, yeah? It's a little bit workshop. And the workshop part is this. How many people here know how to train for their sport? Probably, hopefully everybody has a pretty good idea how to train for your sport. Yeah, kind of. Like, maybe not every trick in the book, but how many people can train beyond their ability to recover for their sport? And I would say most people know, you could, if you let yourself go, you could do way more than you could recover from. Class was toned down.